Hi loves, welcome to my YouTube channel. So make a wig with me today. Here is me showing off the bundles and the closure we'll be using in making our wig cap today. So first step, after placing your dummy on the canvas head, you pin the closure to the dummy cap on the canvas head. So here is me trying to pin the closure properly and flat on the dummy cap. So here you make the necessary adjustments to make sure that the closure is lying well and flat on the dummy cap. So that's just basically what I'm using the T-pins to do. So you adjust it from end to end and side to side. This step is very important because it determines how your closure will look at the end of the whole wig making process. You have to make sure that it is laying flat and properly flat. Yes. With the help of the T-pins, you'll be able to achieve something like this. So after the pinning and braiding the upper part of the closure, this is what you should be having. This is how your closure is supposed to be looking on your dummy cap. Then you can now proceed to sew the closure to the dummy cap. And this process, you have to make sure you don't pack the thread too much, and it shouldn't be too light. Because you don't want the ends of your closure looking very bulky and all that. You want it to lay as flat as possible. So that's just basically what I'm doing. I sewed it from one side to the middle part of the closure, then I came to the other side of the closure, and then I sewed it to the top of the middle of the closure again. This step is also to help lay the closure very flat on the dummy cap. So after sewing everything, this is what you're supposed to be having. You're supposed to be having 2 threads in the middle like this. Then you can tie it after the whole sewing process. So after sewing the closure on the dummy cap, this is what you should be having. This is how the end results will look like. Then now we can proceed to mark our dummy cap to facilitate easy sewing on the machine. So here's me marking the lines on the dummy cap where we would have to put the wig wefts to sew. We are doing 1.5 inch, 1.5 inch. So After marking it in the middle like that, we extend the lines to the ends of the dummy cap, just like I'm doing now. After marking the lines in the middle of it, you have to extend it to the sides of the dummy cap. If you're a beginner or if it's your first time, I would entreat you to take your time so that you are able to get the measurements and then the lines accurately. Yes, so that's basically it for the lines and the markings. This is what you should be having after marking your dummy cap. So this is how your wig is supposed to be looking like. Now we can proceed to the next stage. During this stage, we have to double weft our bundles. So what would we do during these stages? We pair the bundles, keep them very close to each other and sew them together in order to get heavier wefts for sewing. So that's exactly what I'm doing here. I have doubled the wefts and I'm sewing it together to make the wefts heavier. So that's basically what this procedure is about. So after double wefting all bundles, now we proceed to sew them onto the dummy cap. So that's the process I've started with. I'm sewing the bundles onto the dummy cap. Yes. So after double wefting, we sew the bundles onto the dummy cap. Yes, so here is me sewing the bundles onto the dummy cap. So you see, wig making is quite simple. Once you put your mind to it, you'll be done. We'll be done in no time. This is the most fastest process. Once you get everything right and everything set, you are doing everything right, you'll be done in no time. So we are basically just sewing the bundles on the dummy cap. So that's just what we are doing. Sew them on the lines, and please, while sewing, do not pull the dummy cap while sewing, else you end up with a bumpy and a messy wig. Allow it to flow seamlessly under the sewing machine. All you have to do is to give a direction. Direct the wig under the needle on the sewing machine. That's all you need to do. And make sure you are sewing in the lines that you created from the beginning. Yes, that's basically it. And when we get to the ends of the dummy cap, you triple sew the weft onto the dummy cap in order to secure the end so that it doesn't come off. So that's just what we need to know. Okay, so this is what I mean by double sewing the ends of the dummy cap when you are sewing the wefts on the dummy cap. So here's the process. This is the visual process of how to double sew. So you sew to the very end and then you sew back again. You can't. So after sewing everything, this is what you should be having. This is how your closure wig should turn out. So this is the final look. I sewed the wig band off camera, but then next time I'll try to sew on camera. So after all the process, this is what we have. This is how our closure wig is looking like. So style it and then we'll display the final look.